Recorded in front of a live.
Kami membaca pikiran Anda. Anda ingin memiliki
Oke, pejuang Primogem gratis ya. Absen dulu guys, absen dulu guys. I went to itu, choke me. Wait Eula. Oke, ada yang nunggu Eula teman-teman. I feel like content creator. Oh. Ternyata 2,3 ada Eula guys ya. Man. Loh, ini videoku belum ada nih Pak. Oke, sudah ada. Oke guys, kita sekarang masih menunggu ya. Menunggu. Oke, gini aja dah. Kita masih menunggu live streamingnya nih. Kok nggak kelar-kelar ya? Banyak yang bilang katanya live streamingnya sampai 70 menit, tapi kita nggak tahu ya. Apakah nanti lebih kurang? Ini keren sih guys ya. Aduh. Cuma Primogem kita ya udah habis di bannernya si Hutau kemarin ya gitu kan. Albedo or C2 Albedo or C1 Eula buat itu ya bingung kan. Tapi kita nggak tahu ya itu bakal rilisnya kapan. Bannernya siapa dulu yang rilis ya. Buat kalian yang baru gabung jangan lupa untuk di subscribe ya guys ya. Jangan lupa, don't worry to subscribe ya. Karena subscribe itu gratis ya. Jadi kita nunggu-nunggu aja dulu. Sepertinya ada delay. Oh man. Siapkan HP kalian kalau kalian di depannya laptop ya. Aduh sorry. Ya. Menunggu. Kalau kalian di depannya laptop siapkan HP kalian ya. Kita nanti bakalan ada ininya. Ini mukaku terang banget dah ya. Ah gini aja guys ya. Jangan terlalu terang ya kan? 5 menit lagi. 5 minutes. Ini kita kalau udah request juga ya udah tanggung juga ya kan. Udahlah. Mogem kita ya udah habis di bannernya sih untuk kemarin ya kan. Albedo or C2 Albedo. Di channel donyantuy. Bang nggak live stream Forza Horizon. Oh nanti guys kita akan live stream Forza ya, Forza 5. Oh, udah ada gamenya nih. Udah ada gamenya jadi ya nanti kita bisa live stream. Ya buat kalian jangan malu komen, silakan komen aja yang sedang nonton. Oke guys, here we go. 2 menit lagi ya, 2 menit lagi, 2 menit lagi, 2 menit lagi, 2 menit lagi. Two minute.
Bang, nggak live stream Forza Horizon. Oh, nanti guys kita akan live stream Forza ya, Forza 5. Oh, udah ada gamenya nih. Udah ada gamenya, jadi ya buat kalian yang kalau komen silakan komen aja.
Oke, nanti saya akan ini guys ya. Akan saya pin di komentar ya untuk kode Primogemnya. Ya karena saya sudah siapin HP juga ya kan. Kali aja bisa kita klaim ya kan. Oke, here we go. Ya kan? I can wait, excited katanya. Sebentar lagi guys, sebentar lagi guys. Ya, sebentar lagi. Oke, sebentar lagi guys. 30 detik lagi. 30 detik lagi. 30 detik lagi. Second. Oke. Apa kameraku sebelah sini aja guys ya? Nanti nutupin komen-komen deh. Tidak apa-apa lah. Oke. Ah ini waktunya udah pas kok. Belum ada muncul. Waktunya ini udah guys harusnya. Tapi kok masih belum ada ya kan? Mana? Mana bos? Come on.
Corey
Oh.
Yi and I voiced Goro
Oh,
in Genshin
sudah.
Impact.
Udah guys,
General
udah, guys.
Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance ready and waiting.
Nice. And our other host for today is Koi. Hey there, I'm Koi Dao. I play Albedo, chief.
Albedo ya kan?
As you can see from my chibi.
Kalian
Just
lihat
super adorable,
Albedo
by the way.
Iran ya
My,
kayaknya.
it certainly is lively outside of the workshop.
Gila, kena iklan kita.
Haven't done one of these before, but been wanting to, cause look at my teeny tiny little chibi body. I am so adorable.
As always, we'll be doing previews for the upcoming content in version 2.3. You guys ready?
Oh, I am
Nah,
so
kita lihat guys, apa-apa aja yang akan ada
Let's
di
start by jumping right into the
2.3
version
ya.
trailer. Shadows amidst snowstorms.
Oke.
That's a lot of S's.
Oke. Kayaknya kita sebelah sini aja ya.
Newfound strength, I will defend
Okay.
those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. It means going on the attack. The
Oh.
key to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle and employing the right tactics to generate momentum. Keep your weapons
Goro, ya kan?
never knows what's around the corner.
Oh man, nice. Kita gedein volume guys.
Press the advantage!
The 10-year commission recently issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki, so we've been trying to apprehend him recently.
People see Oni causing trouble again. That'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice we made.
Oh, ini itonya guys, ini itonya nih. Sekilas kayak Jiraya ya guys ya. Sekilas kayak Jiraya guys ya. Kalian tahu Jiraya gak? Naruto, Jiraya. Damn.
Idiot Oni. What did you say, little one? Go on. Save your face.
Gila, kalian harus nabung ini. Kalian harus nabung buat ini guys ya. Oh man. Keren sih harusnya dia nih. Ya elemennya Geo juga guys ya. Oke.
The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. This mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries, a vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
People are put off by the cold and don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy exterior.
Are you here to build a snowman too? Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun. What's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing. We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please take care.
Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be.
Oh no. Avalanche!
Albedo, what the devil do you think you were doing?
Oh, ada Eula ya. Ada Eula guys. Ada Albedo, Eula, gitu. Snowstorm. Oh.
I like the snake puppy.
Super cool to see Albedo and
Okay.
Eula in Dragonspine.
Like, I don't know what's going on there, but it looks pretty tense. Also, can we please talk about Bennett looking amazing? That was,
I know, right?
like, one of my favorite parts, to be honest.
I know we probably can't wait to learn more about the all-new content we just saw, but before we dive in, let's give away our first redemption code.
Redemption code. Oke, sini kita ada ya, print screen dulu. Oke. Kepalaku. Oke, silakan guys, redemption code-nya guys. Tanggal 12 jam 11 PM. Sampai besok siang ya guys ya. Apa malam ini ya? Ya, silakan aja di redem dulu. Aku mau sniping tuh atau nggak jadi? Yalah. Gila, dia bisa ngeluarin kayak kambing-kambing gitu ya? Apa? Kerbau-kerbau gitu? Fungsinya untuk apa dah kerbaunya tuh? Keren guys ya. Keren ya.
Beetle fighting, trading card games, spinning tops, kendama, hide and seek, you name it, I can play it. What do you say? Pick one and we'll have a little contest. Just make sure you're ready to get thrashed.
Arataki Ito ya.
Whoa.
Did you see him swing his claymore and then fix his hair?
He's
like
so
the
stylish.
coolest dude in Inazuma.
And yet he's like kind of this goofy kid at the same time. Like hearing his words, it's so interesting, that dynamic, but I'm into it.
Okay, so our first character to introduce is Arataki Ito. As you can probably tell from the horns on his head, this guy is...
Ya, ada iklan lagi guys.
Just like the Adepti and Liyue, Oni are a special kind of being in Inazuma.
We have already encountered other special beings in our previous adventures across Inazuma, such as the Bake Danuki and Tengu. This time, we are adding Oni to the list. Aside from Ito's heritage, his unique charisma has also attracted all kinds of followers to him. Word on the streets is that Ito has established his own crew, called the Arataki Gang.
Okay, so he's a gang leader. That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, but he's not quite the kind you might be thinking of. There have been some interesting stories about Ito floating around town.
Yep, he's the big guy with the horns that would play cards with kids to win all of their snacks from them.
Absolute menace.
That sounds like a kid's worst nightmare.
And apparently, he also won a ramen eating contest against a certain fox-eared lady.
Right, which is another aspect of his character. He has a strong will to win no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. It probably explains why we see his
Yeah,
rematch challenge to
gambarku
Kujo
minta
Sara on the
dipotong
Hanamizaka
loh.
bulletin board. Oh, Sara's the one who defeated him and confiscated his vision under the Vision Hunt decree.
Well, enough of us just talking about him. Why don't we let Ito himself introduce his combat skills? Let's welcome our special correspondent, voice of Arataki Ito, Max Middleman.
Taking it to the max.
Hey, can you hear me? Check, check, 1, 2, 3.
Ah.
Arataki numero uno Ito here in the flesh. So, what are we doing? Talking about Ito's fighting style? Cool, let's get into it. Ito wields a claymore and manipulates the Geo element.
Okay,
He's
dia bawa
strong,
claymore,
tough, reliable, a true Oni horn to toe. His normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, and when his second and fourth attacks hit opponents, Ito will gain stacks of superlative super strength. Pretty cool name, huh? Oh, another thing to note is that Ito's normal attack combo won't reset for a short time after using his elemental skill or performing a sprint. Which means you can keep on swinging even after
Dia
you
kayaknya
move.
normal
When
attack-nya
you
itu
hold to initiate a charged
nggak lama
attack,
gitu
you
guys
can
ya.
use superlative strength stacks to perform Arataki Keisagiri slashes without spending any stamina. Each Arataki Keisagiri slash will consume 1 stack of superlative super strength. When the final stack is consumed, Ito will unleash an especially powerful attack. When no stacks of superlative super strength are available, Ito will perform a Saichi Monji slash. Oh, and most importantly,
tulis aja di
remember
sini,
to
guys,
keep your
ya.
hairstyle
Apa
as
tadi?
cool as possible, even when the wind keeps trying to mess it up. After unlocking the talent Arataki Ichiban, which, by the way, means Ito's the best, when Ito uses consecutive Arataki Keisagiri, his resistance to interruption greatly increases, and each slash causes the subsequent slash to have higher attack speed. So your slashes will keep getting faster and harder to stop. With another one of Ito's talents, Bloodline of the Crimson Oni, damage of Ito's Arataki Keisagiri is increased by a certain percentage of Ito's defense. When using his elemental skill, Ito hurls Ushi, the young Akaushi bull, at opponents, dealing geo damage. When Ushi hits opponents, it'll grant Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength. Ushi also happens to be an auxiliary member of the Arataki gang. Aw, isn't it cute? Yeah, anyway, Ushi is considered a geo-construct, and it'll remain on the field to taunt surrounding opponents and draw their attacks. But Ushi won't stick around forever. It'll flee when its HP drops to 0 or its duration ends. Ushi also grants Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength when it takes damage and when it leaves. Next up, let's talk about Ito's Oni King form. After unleashing his elemental burst, Royal Descent, behold Ito the Evil, Ito lets his inner raging Oni King emerge, using his Oni King's Kanabo in battle. Yeah, you see that mace he's swinging? During this state, Ito's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be converted to geo damage that cannot be overridden. The first and third combos of his normal attack will grant Arataki Ito himself 1 stack of superlative super strength.
Oke guys, itu saya sudah pin ya.
While in Raging Oni King state, Ito's elemental and physical resistance drop.
Gua udah pin di komen guys.
His attack will be
Silakan kalian
based on
cek.
his defense, and
Itu adalah kode pertama ya.
Ito
Aku
also
gara-gara
has an
nulis
exploration
nulis
talent,
dong.
Woodchuck Chucked. When we have Ito in our party, we will have a chance to obtain an additional log of wood while using attacks to collect wood from a
Gara-gara
tree.
nulis ini jadi
So,
ini
collecting
dong.
wood materials will be more efficient. Ito's pretty slick, huh? Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone interact with Ito in our future adventures because he's honestly a really fun character to voice. And those are all the inside deets about the one and only Arataki Ito. Zach, throwing it back to you.
And that's all from our special correspondent, Max Middleman. Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max.
Bye, guys.
Guess that was okay, Max. Just kidding.
He looks like such a cool character, though. Like, he's got really interesting combos and stacking, and, like, I don't know. That just seems really cool to play.
Totally. Next, we're moving on to our other new playable character in version 2.3. Let's see him in action.
Oke, kita lihat siapa lagi. Wah, ini guys. Siapa tadi namanya? Goro ya. Okay.
If there's anything ever troubling you, don't keep it all muzzled up inside. You can always speak your mind with me. Although I can't guarantee that I'll always have an answer, I'll certainly offer you my best advice. Even when I can't muster much of a response, you can always count on me to be a good listener. Whatever it is, I'm all ears.
Whoa.
Here we go.
You looks like a real good boy with a big, beautiful heart.
That he does.
Kalau kita lihat rambutnya keren deh guys ya, rambutnya.
So, I know what everybody's wondering. Can we pet his ears?
Oh my goodness. Well, that might be a little awkward, but if anyone could pet Goro, it'd probably be the Traveler. Not you, Zach, but the Traveler.
He wants some pets.
Just to be clear.
I would like to scratch Goro behind the ears.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Come on, guys.
Anyways, with all that being said, although Goro looks really young, he's one of the most reliable characters you might ever meet.
Yeah, in fact, among the Watatsumi Island Resistance, he's known as Top Dog Goro.
Right, which is interesting because Goro is still younger than most of his fellow officers. He earned the nickname because he's close with his troops, and the other officers are always lining up asking him for advice. And, to be completely honest, Goro often doesn't know the right advice to give either. But he can't let the soldiers down, so he just gives some general pointers and responds based on his own gut feelings, which has worked pretty well, so everyone sees him as reliable.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's what happens when you wear your heart on your sleeve.
But as soon as he returns to the battlefield, Goro is back to his serious general self, ready to lead the troops. Although, because Goro is still young and inexperienced, his temper can sometimes get the best of him. Anyway, let's take a look at how he fights. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance wields a bow and holds a Geovision. His elemental skill Inuzaka All-Round Defense deals AoE geo damage and sets up his General's War Banner.
Aw, the dog paw on the banner is so cute.
I love it.
Thanks, guys. Well, this banner is more than just for show.
Ada
It
bannernya
provides
ya.
buffs to active characters within the ability's AoE based on the number of party members in field who are of the Geo element. So, for example, when we have one Geo party member, it grants a defense bonus. When we have two Geo party members, in addition to the defense bonus,
Oke,
it increases
jadi
resistance to interruption.
kalau ada
And when we have
dua
three Geo
Geo,
party members, it adds a
dapat
Geo
bonus
damage bonus
damage.
on top of the previous two bonuses we just mentioned.
Okay, so what you're saying is the more Geo characters we have in our party, like, I don't know, Albedo, the more buffs we gain from Goro's elemental skill?
Yes, that is correct. Any characters who lack defense and Geo, and there's a few of them, would probably like that a lot. Yes. And finally, Thanks, Koi. And finally, we have Goro's elemental burst, Juga Forward unto Victory. Unleashing his burst, Goro deals AoE geo damage and creates a field known as General's Glory. Just like his elemental skill, the field provides buffs to active characters according to the number of geo party members. What's special about this field is that it moves together with your active character and periodically generates a crystal collapse, which deals AoE geo damage to one opponent within its AoE. After unlocking the talent Heedless of the Wind and Weather, Goro's elemental burst also increases all party members' defense. And another one of Goro's talents, A Favor Repaid, grants damage bonuses to Goro's elemental skill and elemental burst based on his defense, which is great because I love seeing characters using different stats.
Skill
really
A-nya
cool.
kayaknya ini ya gitu.
But I have to admit that little sidekick of his is so cute. Look at how it waves its banner alongside Goro.
I want to be its friend.
Okay, guys, focus. Come on.
I will be its friend.
So, aside from his combat-related talents, Goro also has a pretty useful exploration talent called Seeker of Shinies. Yes,
Seeker of what?
that's Seeker of Shinies.
The shiny.
It's amazing and it's adorable. Yes, I totally understand that. This talent displays the location of nearby resources unique to Inazuma on the minimap while you have Goro in your party.
Oh my goodness, let's go seek some shinies. It's gonna be so handy when we're farming materials in Inazuma.
Totally.
Yeah, so you guys like Goro? Sound pretty good?
Yes.
Very good. A very good boy.
A very, very good boy.
I knew that's where it was
Iya,
going,
ini memang
and
Goro
I'm
pasangannya dengan Ito
not
tadi ya guys ya. Biar ini kayak nambah
all
buff
right,
gitu
now
ya,
that we've had
buat
our
Ito
first
nih.
look at our new characters, let's check out the event wishes coming in version 2.3. The event wishes for version 2.3 are going to be a little different from previous versions. This time, we will be opening 2 character event wishes at the same time
Ada
during the
Albedo
earlier phase of version
dan Eula.
2.3. They
Ya,
are
buat kalian yang
Albedo's
suka Eula ya.
Secretorum and Eula's Born of Ocean Swell.
Okay, so both Albedo and Eula's rerun will be available at the same time, that means. That's cool. What else
Sounds
we
pretty
got?
cool, yeah. Well,
Oh,
also
gitu.
in the later phase of version 2.3,
Oh
the character
man,
event
ini
wish
gila
Oni's
sih.
Royale
Jadi
will become available,
Eula
featuring
dengan
our 2 new
Albedo
characters,
tadi jadi
Arataki
satu
Ito
guys, satu
and
banner
Goro.
nanti itu.
I'm guessing many of our viewers might be curious about the first 2 rerun event wishes, so why don't we give some more details?
Oh yeah, for sure. With each version update, we've met many new companions on our journey. So some new players might want to get limited characters from previous event wishes, but it's probably gonna take a long time before they see their favorite character return. After collecting and considering player feedback, the devs have decided to push reruns forward when the timing fits the version content.
So, coming back to the 2 concurrent character event wishes in version 2.3, both will actually share the same cumulative pull count toward the 5-star drop guarantee, which means any pulls you make on one of the character event wishes will also count towards the other. So, for example, if you pulled 50 times on Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and didn't gain a single 5-star character, then you are still guaranteed to gain at least 1 5-star character in the remaining 40 pulls on Eula's Born of Ocean Swell. There will be more information in an upcoming announcement with more details on these new wish mechanics.
And as expected, with new characters comes new storylines. Ito's story quest, Taurus Iracundus, will be added in the new version for travelers to explore. The Oni race once left countless figures in Inazuman legends, but how do Ito or other Oni live in the current Inazuma? For any players interested in diving deeper into Ito's backstory, this story quest will be a great place to
Oke,
start.
nanti akan ada story quest juga ya guys ya.
me.
Akan ada story quest juga. Jadi
In addition to Ito's story quest, both Goro and Beto will be receiving their very own hangout events in version 2.3.
That's right.
hangout.
Players are going to get
Ada
an inside
Goro
look
dan
at some of the secrets behind General Goro in his hangout.
Oh, and we'll be joining Captain Beto for an all-new adventure in her hangout as well.
We have quite a few new storylines awaiting travelers in the new version, so remember to save up some story keys to unlock those.
Heck yeah. If you like new characters and storylines, I bet you'll like some new weapons and artifacts in version
Oh,
2.3.
itu guys ada new
The
weapon.
new 5-star Claymore, Redhorn Stone
Dan
Thresher,
ada new
will be appearing in one of version
artefak ya.
2.3's
Ada
weapon
artefak
event
baru itu
wishes.
guys.
Also, the new artifact sets Husk of Opulent Dreams and Ocean Hued Clam will become available in the new version. Players will be able to gain these artifacts through a new domain located on Seirai Island in Inazuma.
Dev.
Well, that's great because I've been
Healing
clamoring
bonus.
for new artifacts.
Jadi yang di atas kayaknya
And
untuk
new artifacts
tanker ya,
always
di
bring
bawahnya
possibilities
untuk
for characters
support.
and great party combinations.
Cocok untuk support
Yeah,
dan
for sure.
untuk tanker guys.
And now that we've covered all the new equipment coming our way, we're ready to see a new deadly boss rising in the coming version. Let's take a look at the Golden Wolf Lord.
Apa ini guys? Wow, Golden Wolf. Ini musuhnya ya guys ya?
And that's our new open world boss, the Golden Wolf Lord.
Dude.
Whoa, spicy puppy snake. I love him.
I'm kind of grappling with like wanting to fight it and wanting to pet it. I don't really know what to
I'm
actually
going
do.
to make it my golden wolf friend.
Oh, did you guys see the tornado too? I'm like, I better not get hit with that thing.
Yeah, seeing that
Oke,
just made me feel
udah bisa ditukar guys ya?
Also, the size
Aku
of
udah
that
coba
thing,
nukar.
that is one giant rift hound.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the
Berhasil
structures of their
dapat.
bodies look really similar.
Great observation. Technically,
kita harus
the Golden
buka
Wolf
ini
Lord
ya,
is the king of the Rift Wolves, which is also the reason why Rift Hounds and Rift Hound whelps appeared in Surumi Island in the first place. As a giant, monstrous beast from another world, its subjects are tasked with making preparations before it descends. And since this monster will be a recurring boss in Surumi Island, players will be able to challenge this abyssal beast at any time.
Okay, challenge accepted, but how do we fight it?
Well, let's give everyone the inside scoop. In combat, the Golden Wolf Lord's attacks can apply stacks of the corrosion status, which will cause all characters in the party to continuously lose HP.
Oh gila, ultinya sampai
When
kayak
the
gitu
Wolf
ya?
Lord's HP drops to a certain threshold, it will summon Rift Hound alphas to provide it with shields.
Well, that just doesn't sound fair.
I mean, I think I'm up for this fight, but it does sound pretty tough.
Yeah, but don't worry. In the latter stage of the fight, the Wolf Lord's resistance to geo attacks decreases, while its attack increases. So you'll have to factor that into your strategy.
I gotta do math? Okay, is there anything else I should know?
Nope, I think that's about all we have for this new monster.
Alright, it's probably a good time to take a short break and give away our second redemption code.
Sounds good.
Oke,
Alright,
kita
code
dapat
inbound
redemption
in
code lagi guys.
2, 1.
Oke, ini ada redemption code-nya. Oke, sudah. Gila, kena iklan nggak tuh? BS, ND.
Welcome back, travelers.
Aduh, 747
Next up,
berapa
we'll be
tadi,
giving
guys?
some exclusive
Kita
details
buka
on the
aja.
new events coming in version 2.3. This time, we're returning to the snowy Dragonspine area to explore an all-new event. Koi, I know that you know a thing or two about Dragonspine, so why don't you take the lead?
It would be my pleasure, Zach. Okay. The main event in version 2.3 is called Shadows Amid Snowstorms. In this event, the Adventurers Guild will be holding their winter training on Dragonspine. They plan to have seasoned adventurers pairing up with newer recruits. Some of our old friends from Mondstadt will be joining to help out too. You know, like Amber and Eula.
Oh, that's cool. You see what they're cool because it's cold and
Yes,
Dragonspine.
Zach, I did see what you did there.
Well, we'll definitely need our friends to survive the deadly cold of Dragonspine.
Yep.
Biasanya 3
Travelers
kali
who've
guys ya.
reached Adventure
3
Rank
kali
20
redemption
and
code.
completed the prerequisite quests will be able to participate in the event. And you know, outside the event storylines, travelers can participate in various challenges and earn event currencies to exchange for a range of rewards.
I'm excited to chill in Dragonspine again, but what kinds of gameplay can we expect for travelers during our winter training?
The first is called agility training. Basically, it's a special speed training. Once you start, you need to follow the guides to proceed down a race course. The goal is to get the highest score possible before successfully reaching the end. And your score is based on the amount of time spent and the number of insignias of adventure and insignias of conquest you're able to collect during the training.
Ooh, and it also looks like we've got some special buffs to make use of.
That is correct. Special blessings will sometimes appear while you race. There are two kinds of blessings. First is the Gale Spring blessing, which will enhance your character's jumping abilities. And second is the Iron Skin blessing, which will allow your characters to shatter ice pillars around them.
Okay, so we'll need to aim for the ice pillars.
Oke, jadi nanti akan ada
insignias
event lagi
once
ya
we
di
have this
Dragon
blessing.
Spine ya.
Oh, you are so smart. That is
Ya,
correct.
buat kalian
Travelers
yang
should
pengen
be
main
sure to
lagi di
make
Dragon
use of it.
Spine.
Some insignias of adventure will be hidden in the course, but insignias of conquest appear only at certain times. Ooh. You'll need to get the correct timing down and grab them throughout the challenge. The second type of gameplay is tracker training. Travelers will need to find and melt all the ice crystal piles within the training area to complete the challenge.
So a pyro character is going to be a must for your party in this one.
Yep. But this training shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just need to be careful of the nearby enemies and surrounding environment. And our third type of gameplay is combat training.
Ooh, combat, my favorite part.
Combat training camps will contain lures that can be activated to begin the training session. Lures will start in a state of source cold and will emanate cold air that not only increases the rate at which sheer cold will accumulate on your character, but also gives nearby opponents a buff at fixed intervals.
Sounds like this one might be a little more intense for challengers then.
Yeah, but don't worry. There are multiple mechanisms around the lures. Travelers can activate these mechanisms by attacking them while carrying Scarlet Quartz.
Oke.
Once you've activated the three mechanisms,
Jadi
they
kita
will
bisa
change the lure state to heat source and cancel the accumulation of sheer cold. Yeah, see? When lures switch to heat source mode, characters will also restore a certain amount of energy at fixed intervals. So on heat source mode, dealing damage to opponents while carrying Scarlet Quartz will unleash all the quartz energy in a single blow, dealing AoE pyro damage to the opponents.
Whew, I can already see myself searching frantically to find Scarlet Quartz in this one.
Yeah, but actually, besides looking for Scarlet Quartz in the surrounding area, you can also obtain Scarlet Quartz by defeating certain monsters during the challenge. All three of these trainings have multiple challenges, which may be completed to obtain event currencies, Primogems, and more. You can also obtain some snowman components from the tracker training and combat training.
Kita ada hadiah-hadiahnya guys ya.
That's a nice seasonal touch.
Yeah, I would love to make a snowman on Dragonspine.
Oh my goodness, me too. Participate in the event to collect components, which can be used to build snowmen in-game. Travelers can also exchange some of their components with their friends.
Oh, hey, we're all friends. Why don't we
Perceivably
build them together?
We could build snowmen. I'd be down.
Yeah.
That is very exciting. And to add to the excitement, players will be able to claim rewards by building snowmen, including a new 4-star sword named Cinnabar Spindle. Yeah, you want to refine this bad boy? Well, you can collect event currencies and exchange them for the sword's refinement materials via the event shop.
So, I'm sure players are wondering, can we keep our snowmen after the event's over?
Absolutely. We can bring the snowman bases and components home after the whole thing wraps up.
All right, another decoration for our Serena teapot. I'm looking forward to checking out all the snowman styles.
Oke, bisa
Me too,
dipasang
but you know what?
di
Aside
teapot
from all the
kayaknya guys
winter
ya.
training events, we'll also encounter a mysterious boss once we get further into the event story. But travelers will probably have to discover that for themselves.
Jadi ini yang agak sedikit ribet nanti ini bannernya Eula
event.
katanya
Are you
bareng
guys
dengan
excited?
Yeah.
bannernya
And it
Albedo
sounds
ya
like
guys
we'll
ya.
have a ton
Jadi
of
satu,
seasonal
guys.
things to do on Dragonspine. All right, next we'll be heading back to
Jadi
Inazuma for
satu
our next
bannernya.
event titled Bantan Sango Case Files, The Warrior Dog. Wait, what?
What was that?
Was that you, Koi?
No, it was Corey.
You can't blame this one on the dog.
Okay, anyway, back to our event. There have been mysterious disappearances of animals across Inazuma lately, and of course, the Traveler is there to help. According to the Commission, our objective is to find and bring the missing animals back. During investigation, we get to find a mysterious dog which patrols around some of the missing animals.
Well, a dog? There's like a whole bunch of dogs here.
These are all its canine bunshin, which are like illusionary copies.
Oh yeah, these aren't your average guard dog. They're carrying a little sword.
That's why we need to sneak to where the dog keeps the little animals and avoid being detected, unless we want to be attacked.
That, sir, sounds super scary.
Yes, it does. In this event, travelers will obtain a gadget called the Ubiquity Net. Travelers can use it to replace their elemental skill with the net's ability. We'll use this ability on the indicated animals to whisk them away. If the skill hits a canine bunshin, it will be stunned for a short time. Travelers can also activate smoke machines and fireworks around places of interest to cause distractions too. Throughout our investigation, we'll also discover numbers of animals that have been kept in cages inside places called dens of thieves. We'll need to defeat the surrounding opponents first before opening the cages and coming to their rescue. By completing event challenges, we can claim rewards including Primogems, so be sure to give it a try. After this event ends, travelers can complete the related world requests to obtain a brand new gadget called the Omni Ubiquity Net.
That's quite a name.
Yeah. Unlike the gadget from the event, this upgraded net has been modified using Onmyodo. It is said it can capture the essence of smaller creatures before using the net itself as a medium to replicate their forms.
So what you're saying is, we can keep pets with it.
Well, sort of. We can use the net as a way of recreating animals that we meet in the open world and place them in our Serenity Pod.
But the bottom line is, I can be like Draff or Timmy and have an army of pigeons at my disposal.
I will accept this.
Right. But please note that there are some little critters who cannot be recreated using the net. Travelers may find which animals can be recreated in the archive.
Yes, we're gonna get to keep some more animals in our realms.
Our next event is Energy Amplifier Fruition. Some of you may remember the previous Energy Amplifier event. It turns out that after our previous research, some remaining mutation stones have started to surface. In the new version of the Energy Amplifier event, travelers will need to get to the places of interest and eliminate threats there.
But mutation stones can grant powerful bonuses to opponents, so we'll want to take care of those first before facing the enemy.
Yeah. After defeating the enemies, we can open the chests to claim rewards. What's different from the previous Energy Amplifier event is that once travelers have cleared all the investigation tasks in Act 1, they'll automatically gain the Energy Amplifier and all of the Earman Soul Fruit fragments. Each act cleared will unlock the corresponding deceitful domain.
And just like the previous time we entered this event, we will be able to select the difficulty and conditions for the domains we enter, and the Energy Amplifier will help amplify our abilities in these domains. The fragments you configure into the Energy Amplifier will determine the buffs you gain during the challenge.
In terms of rewards, there will be both first clear rewards and milestone score rewards to claim in this event, so you definitely don't want to miss out on those. Our next event to introduce is Misty Dungeon Realm of Light.
Yeah. Travelers may remember this one as well. Just like our previous Misty Dungeon event, travelers will use the trial characters to complete dungeon trials. You will need to find all 3 of the ancient runes in the dungeon and complete their corresponding challenges to activate the runes.
Once all 3 runes are activated, travelers can gain access to the final challenge.
There are benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players to obtain certain bonus effects.
At the same time, there are also some automated weapon systems that will detect and attack any intruders.
So travelers must use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices.
This time around, there will be new trial characters available and new trials for travelers to challenge. For example, in the Thundershock trial, Electrocharged will not only receive a damage bonus, but also increase the rate at which your elemental skills and bursts can be used.
Well, that sounds cool, and also super helpful for finding our way through all the enemies.
Definitely. And don't forget to finish as many trial quests as possible to claim more rewards. And speaking of recurring events, our most popular merchant, Lieben is coming back in version 2.3 with his goods. Players can search for Lieben and submit the materials that he requests to claim rewards. And that's all we've got for the upcoming events. We've covered quite a bit of content already for version 2.3.
We sure did, and buckle up because there's more. We've got some details on a fun update to the Serenity Pot.
Right. After the version 2.3 update, we will be able to put Paimon into our Serenity Pot.
And she's got some new dialogue for us while she's in our teapot. Come and talk with Paimon whenever you have the chance.
I don't think that I want to, if that's what she sounds like, but I think I will take pictures with Paimon. It's not often we get to snap a photo with Paimon.
Okay. And that concludes the new version content for today.
That was a pretty good Paimon.
Jadi ada Paimon di potnya.
Everybody ready? The third redemption code is on the way!
Oke, ada redemption code lagi guys ya.
Corey, you doing?
Kalian siap guys? Oke, ini adalah redemption code yang ketiga. Gila, kena iklan lagi dong.
Banyak hal yang bisa hilangkan semangat. Tapi
Oke.
Every journey has its end. And we are reaching the end to our special program.
Yeah, time really flies, huh?
It sure does.
Don't rush.
As Zhongli says.
What was that?
So, Koi and Corey, you are both
Zhongli, dia ngomong Zhongli, jangan-jangan.
What do you think?
You know, it's just been such a journey for me
2,4
personally,
ada
going
Zhongli
from
gitu.
voicing NPCs like Draft to voicing Goro and being able to be here on the special program. And I just can't wait for you guys to get to know him better. So thank you for having me, and it's been an honor.
Aw, that's sweet.
That's
you and
awesome.
Go are two very good boys. Speaking of good boys, there's so many doggos in this update. Did you see? I'm going to pet all of them, and then I'm going to make 10 million snowmen.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm also super excited for the snowmen and checking out all of their different styles. And the Golden Wolf Lord looks so fierce and scary in the tornado, but I will die plenty of times, but I will enjoy it because
We can face it together.
Yes, together. Help me out, guys.
Remember to
Please.
pack your albedo. Going to
Yeah, you're
Dragonspine.
coming with me. Bring him, Koi, bring him.
I better.
Well, that's it for the special program today. Thanks for watching the Genshin Impact version 2.3
Oke,
special
kayaknya
program.
udah kelar ya guys
And
ya.
We'll see you all in game.
See ya.
Bye.
AS 7C. Oke, kayaknya kelar deh sudah ya. Nah, tunggu dulu aku nulis kode Primogemnya ya. JD 7C JD P4N P4N G7H. Oke. Kita kirim dan ini yang kita pin. Oke, kayaknya sampai di sini aja guys ya. Udah kelar juga ya. Ini kok diputar terus sudah habis ya? Habis guys. Ya, udah habis berarti kesimpulannya daripada patch yang terbaru ini 23 ini nanti itu albedo akan muncul ya. Albedo akan muncul bersama dengan Eula ya. Albedo dengan Eula itu bakalan muncul bareng. Nah, itu tadi infonya same time ya. Jadinya bakalan munculnya bersamaan dengan Eula ya. Albedo dengan Eula munculnya bersamaan. Jadi Saya nggak tahu sistemnya seperti apa nanti. Kalau misalnya bersamaan ya